So this is the heaviest it's been, like a foot of snow. Southern Oswego County got like several inches of snow, but right here in northern Oswego County, right along the lake, we only got a dusting. In fact, you could still see the grass. We got about like a half an inch of snow here total. Literally, I drove 5 minutes south of Oswego. Like literally, we drove 5 minutes south. We were still in the inside of the Oswego city limits, and there was already several inches of snow on the ground. Several inches. And in Fulton, which is about 10 miles south of here, there was about like 4 or 5 inches on the ground. Same in Syracuse. They had snow piles all over the place from previous lake effect event and a storm. So yeah, Syracuse got a good deal of snow. I mean, if you look up, you could actually see the clouds, meaning it's about to end again. You see what I'm talking about? This is what it's been doing this whole time. And yet areas about a mile to my south right now are getting really heavy, continuous snows. It's reforming to my south right now. And it's been sitting over Oswego since 8 p.m. It's 11 now. And since like 8 p.m., we've been barely getting any snow. Like in new accumulation since this afternoon, we might have picked up maybe 1/10 of an inch. I mean, look at this. You could still see the road markings and everything. The grass is still visible. And this is very short grass. This is not tall grass. This is short grass. Like the grass is like about an inch long. So basically, Oswego always gets missed. In fact, the last 3 years I've been here, the last 3 years have been Oswego's 3 least snowiest winters on record. Actually, second place goes to the winter of 67, 68. But the winter of 71, 72 was Oswego's snowiest winter on record with 251 inches of snow falling. Even the thing is, the winter of 2017, 2018, which was just a few years ago, very snowy winter for Oswego with about 160 something inches falling, just literally in the last several years. Yeah, the snowiest one of Oswego's snowiest. Like, it's for the city of Oswego, not the county. They're talking about the city itself. I looked at Watertown. Last year, Watertown had a very snowy winter. It was up there for one of Watertown's snowiest winters. While Oswego got even less. Actually, no, 2 years ago was Watertown's snowiest winter. Watertown averages less snow than Oswego. That's the crazy thing. Watertown averages about 20 inches less than Oswego, but the last 3 winters, they've been getting almost all the snow because now the snow band is oriented mostly north of Oswego. And Fulton, which is south of Oswego, has actually been getting more snow. I mean, that's normal because Fulton is further away from the lake. For this winter, I'm expecting Oswego to get between 20 and 40 inches. I'm expecting 20 to 40. And I think most of the snow is going to fall in January. That's just my expectation. I expect that most of the snow in Oswego is going to fall in the months of January. What Facebook? Anyway, yeah, the last few winters in Oswego have been barely any snow. And I think this winter might break another record. I think Oswego is going to break another record this winter, potentially. That record was last winter. The last winter was Oswego's least snowiest. And very little of it was from lake effect. In fact, Oswego got like 7 or 8 inches of snow from a snowstorm. Oswego got very little from lake effect. Okay, now we're getting a pretty heavy burst of snow. Okay, now we're getting a big burst coming in. And it's dropping. Anyway, so I think Oswego is not going to get much snow, even from this event. I'm only expecting 1 to 2 inches because it's going to reform to the south. I think areas like Fulton, Granby, Ida, actually, even Minetto. I think Minetto and Sterling, Hannibal, I think those areas might get, by the time this event ends, closer to a foot of snow. Right now, the town of Oswego, which I am in the town, but downtown Oswego, which is called Oswego Center, is getting a very heavy burst of snow. Not grapple. I think they're going to get maybe up to a half a foot of snow. And I think when that really heavy snow is going to come over Oswego will probably be later tomorrow morning as it lifts back north and goes back offshore. I don't think Oswego is going to get much snow tonight. Even though there's a continuous fetch heading to Oswego, all of it's forming to the south. Yeah, like of the band is getting the heaviest snow. And when we were in the southern portion just like a couple hours ago, we were getting nothing. We were just getting light snow showers. And now we're in the northern portion getting convective stuff. Not the heavy snow, we're getting grapple. We're getting these pellets of snow that actually don't accumulate very well. Oh, there are geese over there. Visibility now is about half a mile of heavy snow. About maybe an inch an hour of a more of a non-convective variety. Yeah, see how it's kind of a poor visibility? That's because we're getting a mix of non-convective snow. Yeah, Oswego Center is getting the town of Oswego, the southern, just a bit to my south, is getting very heavy snow with visibilities probably much worse than what we're getting. I mean, it's possible that based on what I just saw on the radar that we could get into like maybe a couple hours of moderate to heavy snow. However, I don't know if it's going to give us anywhere near what's average. I think Oswego is going to be well below average this winter and likely next winter during climate change and the MJO. That's why I even though I said that this winter was going to be snowier than last winter, I still predicted well below average for Oswego. I predicted, I was calling for a lot of snow. I predicted 40 to 60 inches for this winter. Or was it 60 to 80? I don't know exactly what I predicted, but it was definitely about 20 to 30% less than average. I'm going to have to revise my forecast once again, and I'm calling for even less now. I'm calling for 30 to 40 inches this winter. 20 to 40, I'm going to say, for this winter. It could be more, but if we do get more, it's going to be in January when I'm going to be in New York, meaning I'm going to miss most of the snow. And I'm also, and for New York City, 5 to 10 inches. I'm only forecasting 5 to 10 inches for this winter in New York City, which so far has 0. I don't think New York City is going to get a lot of snow this winter. And I would not be surprised if it breaks the record for the least snowiest winter that occurred in 22-23. So I would not be surprised if New York City gets less than 2 inches of snow this winter. This winter, I see Oswego like 20 to 40 inches is still a good amount, but it's still going to be less than average. That's still normal for New York City. I still like, even if Oswego gets less than 20 inches, I would not be surprised, and that's still what's even below average for New York City. Last winter was 38 I believe 0.9 inches, which is even less snow. That's about the same amount of snow that New York City had during their winter of 2020, 2021. The 2010s, and the 2000s were, especially the to late 2000s, were very snowy for New York City. 2010, 2011 brought New York City second snowiest winter on record. 2009, 2010, I think was New York City's definitely in the top 10. Believe it or not, Boston had more snow than New York City. New York City had 50 something inches. Boston had close to 60, whereas I only saw 20 something inches that winter. New York City had 50 something. Boston had close to 60, whereas I only saw 20 something because I was in New York City when Boston had a big snowstorm. Southern New Jersey got 3 feet of snow, but the snow band, Long Island got over 2 feet, but where I was in Queens, I got like 11 or 12 inches. The forecast called for 2 or 3 feet. This was in December 2009. Boston ended up getting about 20 something inches. And so I made a very negative prediction. Snowstorms above 6 inches of snow. Believe it or not, that's exactly what happened. Because then you had the 3 snowstorms, the Snowmageddon storms, which impacted DC and Philly. And then you had the late February storm, 27th, that gave New York City 21 inches of snow. Boston got all rain. And I made that prediction New Year's Eve in 2009. I made a bunch of other negative predictions that all ended up coming true except one. So, yeah. And then we were supposed to get like a last harass snowstorm. But I knew that was the last chance. It was early March. It was March 3rd. The forecast called for 8 to 14 inches of snow. And I'm like, yes, I'm finally going to be wrong. Finally I'm going to get my chance. And that storm ended up being a mega bust. Boston only got like a couple inches of snow. I got like 3 or 4. And when I tallied up my total, I think I got like 20 something inches that winter. It was abysmal. Yeah, it was abysmal. The next winter was much better. I got like, both New York City and Boston got buried with several storms. I had the December storm of 2010 that brought like 2 feet to my area. And then I saw several other snowstorms that hit Boston and New York simultaneously. Boston and New York both got about the same, close to the same amount, in the 60s somewhere. And I was satisfied. I knew like it didn't make up for last winter. I was still like, yeah, it didn't. But I'm like, I was still happy. I took what I got. And then the winter of 2011, 2012 was just abysmal. It was terrible. I'm like, because the winter of 2009, 2010, I got like 30 inches less than New York City and 40 inches less than Boston. And I kind of expected that, because 2009, 2010 was a very bad year for me in general. That's why I said not almost every single negative prediction that I made came true. I had a very abusive staff member. A bunch of other things happened. It was the worst year for me when I was in that school. But it wasn't the worst year I ever had. It was just, at the time, I thought it was the worst year because, I didn't get anything that I wanted. All my negative predictions came true. Yeah. But then I got kind of satisfied when the big nor'easter hit in March. We got like 10 inches of rain within several days. So that kind of made up for it in a way. And the winter of 2010, 2011 was really good. 2011, 2012 was abysmal. 2012, 2013, I had Hurricane Sandy. There was a snowstorm a week after Sandy where I got about a foot of snow. And then we had a snowstorm, the winter storm Nemo, the big storm in 2013. I got about a foot of snow in New York City and Queens. Eastern Long Island got like 2-3 feet. We were supposed to get like a foot and a half, but we ended up getting too much mixing. And then when the storm finally wrapped itself up, it was further east. And then in 2013, 2014, both New York City and Boston got close to the same amount. Boston only got a couple inches more. Next winter, crazy, right? New York City got 5 inches less, or like got less. Yeah, New York City got less than the last winter. However, Boston got twice, over double the amount of the previous winter, breaking their all-time snowiest record. Why? Because all the nor'easters were bypassing and then bombing out further east. We were supposed to get like 2 feet of snow. Winter Storm Nemo, I think that's the one. It was Nemo, or what? It was the one in 2015. I think it was Winter Storm Nemo. I think that one. I think it was Janice. Winter Storm Janice. Let me check. I'm just gonna go check. But you know what? No, it was January 2015. New York City was supposed to get 2.5 feet of snow. You know how much snow ended up coming down? Not even 10 inches. Almost all the snow we had came from this confluence band. The storm itself only gave us like 2 or 3 inches. Yeah, the precipitation was much further east than expected. And then the rest of the winter, we just got like a little bit of snow, little bit of snow, little bit of snow. We barely got anything. And then 2015, 2016, we barely had any snow besides that winter storm, a big winter storm. I think it was Janice, or I forgot the name of it. Because the Weather Channel doesn't really name the storms anymore. They do, but they don't give it much fanfare. I think it was Winter Storm. I forgot the name of the storm, but it gave us a lot of snow, like a lot. 2016, 2017, nothing too eventful. 2017, 2018. Oh, now we're getting another big burst of snow right now. Yeah, that's the one that I was kind of excited for on radar. I'm going to check the radar actually for just a second. Almost all the snow is to my south. All the heavy snow is to my south. Yeah, just as I expected. This is exactly what I said was going to happen. And I was basing this on my bad luck with the snow. That is going to freeform to my south. And I'm saying this. Anyway. That January 2016 winter storm gave us like 2 feet. And then in 2017, 2018... we had that bomb cyclone, which gave us like a foot of snow. And then we had another storm, which was supposed to give us like a 1.5 feet of snow. Ended up getting this was in March. And then New York City got a historic. That was kind of a bummer. I was in Florida and missed the snowstorm. So 2016, 2017 wasn't that good of a year. 2019, very little snow. 1920, even worse. And then 2020, 2021 was an exception. 21, 22 was another really bad year. And then 22, 23, I ended up going to Boston because New York City wasn't going to get that much snow. So I got like 20-something inches. I got like 10 more inches than New York City got because I ended up going to Boston where they got a big snowstorm. Because I didn't want to take my chances and wait in New York City. And if I did, I would have got like 11 or 12 inches less. So, yeah. And there is really heavy snow right now just to my south by a couple miles. Yeah, look at that. The grass is still pretty green. I'm not getting any accumulation. Like, literally right now, we have like a dusting. Just the grass is just coated. It's accumulating because it's really cold outside. It's in the 20s. But it's not accumulating because it's not coming down heavy enough. See, it's light. It's getting light again. We're about to get in the I guess the band is kind of spreading out a little. I guess the band is kind of spreading out a little bit. So So Oswego might get. Oswego might get. Guess hopefully. Right now we're getting light snow. Light snow in Grapple right now. Temperature about 27, 28 degrees. No, not Alaska. I want to move to Watertown. Yes, they get a lot of cold, but most of Alaska doesn't get a lot of snow. There's so yeah, right now. Right now we're getting light snow. We're getting light snow. Just light snow right now. Just light snow right now. I mean, we're in the middle of the snow band. We should be getting like monster. I mean, we're in the middle of the snow band. We should be getting like monster snow right now, but no. Let me check the radar right now. It's 11:35. Yeah, it's very broken up. It's becoming more organized, but at the same time, it's not. But at the same time, it's not very heavy. Anyway, we're just getting light snow right now in Oswego. And based on what I just saw on radar, we should be getting another heavy burst in about 5 minutes. Visibility right now is about a mile, I would say, 3/4 of a mile to a mile. See those. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you see those power lines? See those two not power lines, those two smokestacks? They're about a 3/4 of a mile away. So visibility is pretty good right now. We're getting light snow right now in Oswego. Light snow. We're getting light grapple and light snow. Temperature of about upper 20s. Winds are from the west at about. Right now they're pretty light. We had very strong winds earlier, but now they've kind of lightened up a little. But that's usually a sign that you're in the snow band. When you're in the middle of a lake effect band, the winds usually calm down. When you're not on the edge of one, but in the middle of one, they usually calm down. You just get snow. There's still wind, but it's definitely lighter. Okay, so here comes some of the bigger pieces. We're about to have another snow burst. Most of what's coming down is actually grapple. So it's definitely convective. Further south, it's more. Yeah, light snow right now. What do you live in? If you don't mind. Anyway. Usually the fetch, this is the lake fetch that gives Oswego its heaviest amounts of snow. This is when you usually pick up in Oswego 3-4 inches of snow an hour. And instead we're getting broken up convective grapple. We're not getting that heavy snow. I think the main reason for this is like the lake is not cold enough. I think it's too warm, and so you're getting more convection. And also the air aloft is not cold enough either. Like it's cold aloft, but you're not getting these deep Arctic blasts because the coldest air is now further north. But why does Watertown get so much snow? because Watertown is further inland. So the snow isn't as conductive because it's precipitating itself out after it moves off the lake. It's going to be right. Yeah, my prediction is going to be right. Oswego's only going to pick up an inch or two tonight. Even though we're going to get near continuous snows, it's not going to be snowing continuously and heavy enough for us to get any like significant snows. We're only going to get a couple inches. Because right now, based on what I'm seeing on radar, it should be snowing really heavily, but clearly it's only light snow. And the snow you see on the ground right now is including what we had earlier this afternoon. Areas just a couple miles to my south had almost a half a foot, just a few miles to my south, like Fulton, even the town of Oswego. This is the northern part of the town of Oswego. We're pretty much right on the lake, though. Anyway, I have been having the last few years, I would say 3 winters, including this one. This is the 3rd winter. I've been having really bad luck with snow. That includes the winter of 2014, 2015, 2009, 2010. Those 2 winters are, for me, the ones I hate the most. Because I didn't get like that much snow. But even worse was last winter, the winter before. Believe it or not, actually, my worst winter was actually 2022, 2023. Because of Oswego, before I came here in December. All right, we're about to get a really heavy snow burst. All right, it's about to get really heavy. See that? Those aren't clouds. No. That's the edge of a very heavy snow burst. Hold on, let me check the radar. Looks like but now you can see the clouds. That's usually a sign that snow is getting lighter. But these are also very low clouds. So there's a lot of moisture with this lake effect. The only reason we aren't getting that very heavy snow is because the band is just too broken up and there's too much grapple. There might be another burst later in a few hours, as there's some lake effect from Huron coming into Lake Ontario. So that could potentially give us a more uniformed band. Let me check the radar again. We were actually in a lull. Based on what I just saw on radar. That's why it kind of got light and I could see the sky again. All right, we're about to get about a 5-10 minute burst of heavy snow. And now you can see the flakes. Now you're seeing flakes. That's what you want if you want good accumulation. You want flakes and not grapple. This is only going to be for a few minutes, but we're going to get some pretty heavy snow for the next 5-10 minutes. Yeah, that's what areas just to my south we're getting primarily. So my phone battery is getting depleted. I'm at 4% right now. It's actually going to stop in about like 5 minutes. These cells are moving very fast. Look at that. We're actually getting snow and not grapple right now. Yep. This is how I wish it was coming down the entire time. If you want accumulation, this is how you want the snow to be. But this is only going to be for a few minutes. And then it's going to stop, and then it's going to become grapple again. We're going to get a kind of a clipper system, but this is going to be bringing in some warmer air behind it. We're going to get a few inches of snow from that Saturday, tomorrow evening, and into Sunday, with just a few inches. We're not going to get that much. See? Just some light snow coming through. You can still see the grass, so it's very little snow here in Oswego. This is normal for New York City for this time of year. Normally, this is when New York City gets its first measurable snowfall. And believe it or not, yeah. So far, Oswego has about 7/10 of an inch of snow, 0.7 inches. If I check Syracuse, it's probably going to be like 5 or 6 inches already, maybe even more. Okay, it's 11:46 now, so I'm gonna see the snow's already getting lighter. I think we passed through the burst already. Now we're about to go into that lull. Let me check the radar. Oh shoot, I'm at 3. All right, I'm gonna have to go in to charge up my phone. Now we're getting snow flurries. Yeah, now we're just getting some light snow right now. So I'm looking west, and yeah, there's more on and off convective snow. So right now we're getting a mix of regular snow, like flaky snow, and grapple. Now it's becoming more grapple now. Right here, see those little pellets. You can actually hear it hitting my jacket. Anyway, I'm going inside. My phone's at 2%. I'm not ending the live stream. I'm just going to charge up my phone for like 20 minutes. All right, I'm going back in. And based on what I'm seeing right now, it's about quarter to half an inch. All right, I'm going inside now. Oh. Yeah, we didn't get that much today. Yeah, this is not normal for Oswego. From people who I know who live here, they say that it's usually waist high by the middle of January, or even by the end of December. It's usually much more. I'm going back to New York City in a few days, and with knowing my luck, it's probably going to be like blizzard after blizzard here, while New York City's nothing. Hope I'm my phone. I'm at 1%. Me in the middle of the live stream, so I'm gonna. All right, I'm back. So I'm just gonna let my phone charge for a few minutes. Wow, it's already 6%. That's weird. I'm already up to 6. All right, it's probably because of the cold then. It's probably the battery life being depleted because of the cold. So let me cover up. I'm here, 9%. Yeah, it was definitely the cold then. So let me cover up the phone. I'm gonna try to put it in my pocket so it could warm it up. All right, so I'm here. I'm looking out the window. It's still snowing, lightly to moderately right now. It's actually not that heavy. All right, 11%. I'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. I'm just going to check a notification quickly. When I say I'm going to go, I have to go somewhere. But I'm not talking about the notification. All right, I'll be right back. What? right, I'm back. I'm back, guys. Let's see, 21%. Oh my God, what the hell? Huh. Bow Dragon hidden? I am so sorry. Yeah, I think what happened was some water got on the phone. All right. I want to give it another 10 minutes before I go outside. My phone needs to charge up a little more. I'm going to put it under the blanket to heat it up a little faster. Still getting some light moderate snow outside. Actually, it's snowing a pretty good clip. Still only a couple inches. I'm going to check the radar. So I'm going to check the radar right now. I'm going to check the radar. I'm still here, guys. I'm just going to check the radar right now. I'm done with my schoolwork for the rest of the semester, so let me check the radar right now. All right, let me go on radar scope right now. All right, so right now we're actually getting a pretty heavy band that just moved through about 3 minutes ago. It says 33 right now in snow. All right. So there is this continuous fetch coming through, but it's a very thick band. It's very thick, but it's very spread out. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Ah, damn it. This is what I'm talking about. See? That's why I'm saying we're not going to get a lot of snow, because it's mostly broken up. All right, I'm going to go further west. I'm going to look towards... all right. So I'm looking further west right now. Yeah, so, yeah, we're getting this continuous fetch. Yeah, even though we're getting this continuous snow band right now, I don't think we're going to get that much. Please work. Yes. Alrighty. Let me check if she messaged me yet. All right, I think it's 25% now. Yeah, 26. Okay, it's still getting some light snow outside. So there's this continuous fetch now of lake effect, but it's pretty broken up. It's actually pretty long. It's about, yeah, they're saying 33 in heavy snow. It's actually light snow. Um, so the lake effect band is about 27 miles wide, with what is supposed to be the heaviest part going from about New Haven down to Volney, which is about 12.6 miles wide. However, the heaviest snow, the area with the heaviest snow, not the grapple, but the actual snow, is about 5 miles wide. And Oswego, where I am, Oswego is about 3 miles north of that area of what is supposed to be mostly heavy snow. But even that area is broken up. Even that area to my south is kind of broken up right now. I've been looking on radar scope, and there is this area of a continuous fetch, but it's kind of going to my south. All right, so this is the orientation right here. All right, let me show you again. All right. There it is. See that fetch right here? It's going this way. So actually, I kind of drew it wrong. Let me draw it again. It's going like this, meaning it's going to miss Oswego. See? And yes, you're getting stuff up here, but all of your heavy snow is coming in this area here. This is where all your heavy snow is going to go. That's why I said it's going to shift south. And when it shifts south, there'll be heavier snow south of us. Let me check KBUF, Buffalo. Because it looks like it's north of us, right? But the area of heavy snow is actually going to go south. Like, see how everything is kind of pushing south? See? Here. See how it's kind of pushing south? Right. Yeah, it's actually snowing pretty heavy outside. It looks like there's a lot of flakes coming down. But that's only because we're, I think, in the middle of one of the cells. Yep. We're kind of between the two areas of grapple, so we're getting some moderate snow right now. All right, I'm going to go outside in about 5 minutes. Okay, it's 29%. All right, I think I'm going to be heading outside now. All right. All right. All right, snow's light again outside. Let me check. 32%. All right, guys. I'm going to be going outside now. Just waiting for one more radar loop, and then I'm going to be heading outside. Yeah, we're kind of getting a lull right now. Even though we're getting a lull, we're still getting some snow coming down. Yeah, we're getting some light snow. Even though we're getting a lull on radar, showing that we're getting an area of lighter precip, it's still snowing outside. Because now even though we're getting gaps and in the convective precip, we're still getting some light snow closer to the surface. Alrighty. All right, let me check the radar one more time. I think we should be going now. All right. All right. That's weird. Um, Okay, I'm going outside now. Alrighty. 51%. That should be good. Let me check the radar right now. So now we're getting some convective snow north of us. Now it looks like the band is reforming back to the north. See, even though the band hasn't technically moved, its orientation, the where you're having all the confluence, where you're having all the confluence, the air coming together, moisture and instability come together, is now here. It was down here earlier. Now it's over here. Going through New Haven, Scriba, northern, just north of downtown Oswego. So it's following this path. So earlier it was down here. See how they were getting all this heavy snow down here? But now all this convection is further north. And the snow actually stopped once again. That's what I'm saying. It was like, see, it was further south. Like, we're kind of in the middle of nothing. Like, it's weird, right? Let me look here now. Yeah, it does look like the band is trying to lift back up north now. Yeah, it is becoming a more westerly fetch. Earlier, it was actually more northerly. There was more of a northerly fetch, but it was still north of us. It was kind of like it was deliberately avoiding Oswego almost. Like, this area, like, these areas got a lot of snow today. These areas got a lot of snow. These areas got a lot of snow today. But this area in here, very little snow. Good amount of snow for all these areas here. A lot of snow up here, but very little here. It's kind of like, when I'm looking outside, the snow basically stopped. Yeah, so I'm looking at Oswego, blowing snow. Please. We're barely getting anything right now. And this is probably mostly grapple here. A lot of grapple in this. This is not really snow. This is grapple. Your accumulating snows are in this area. Your really like heavy snowfall rates are going to be in here. This is heavy snow. Also very heavy snow. This right here in Amboy is heavy snow. Probably big, quick burst of heavy snow, and then it's going to calm down again. So Palmero is getting moderate snow. Here in Oswego, it looks like it's coming our way, right? Kind of looks like, we're getting all this here, but most of this is not reaching the ground. This is Virgo. All right, see, we're kind of getting this lull right here. I was last outside like 30 minutes ago. Hold on. Anyway, let's. So right now, let me go look at the Binghamton radar, and I want to show you how the snow band just lifted up north. Even though, once again, I'm being screwed over once again. That's what the title of the video is literally about how Oswego's basically always getting screwed, or where I am, I'm constantly getting screwed over. Now, the heaviest of the snow when I was outside was south of us, and it basically, the confluence area just jumped north without even giving Oswego that much snow. Because look, this is areas of heavy snow. But look, see how it passed through, and then it just changes its orientation. And see, this area, when it was over Oswego, was barely anything. So let's look at it again. Yeah, it looks like it is trying to lift north. It looks like it is trying to change its orientation. Yep. See, the tail end is trying to lift northeast. If you look closely, look at the tail end. And see how it's forming further north? Yeah. So that means it's probably going to hit northern Oswego County now. Yeah, it looks like... Even though we're getting this northwest flow coming in, usually when the snow band starts setting up over Oswego, even with a northwest flow, they suddenly become westerly and then it goes north of Oswego. And if you do get a northwest fetch, these areas down here get a lot of snow just south of Oswego. Oswego could never get a perfect snow band. It's either all the way up here or all the way down here. Of course, it's not as intense when it's down here. It's more intense when it's up here. This is the area that usually gets the most snow. This is the area, Boylston, Avalon, Pulaski. In fact, I'm going to compare Oswego to Pulaski. So let's... anyway, I'm going to go outside now. All right. Based on what I'm seeing right now, yeah, it looks like we're pretty much done with the snow for tonight. That's why I said 1 to 2 inches. I thought it was going to go either north or the south. I didn't know what it was going to do, but now the band is basically doing what I thought it was going to. That it was going to either go to the south or jump north. It was not going to set up over Oswego, and sure enough, I'm right. All right, I'm going outside, but it's probably just a few flurries now. All righty. Now that's... All right. If you look closely, you can see how it's trying to lift further north now. See right here? See how it's going like this? Yeah, this is trying to lift north now. Because even though it's going this way here, it's then going like that. And this, you don't really care about this because that's not going to give us anything. And even though when this was right over Oswego, it was all broken up. And now, you'll see when I get back, how there's going to be really heavy snow to my north, right? Oh, we never got a band like that when it was coming towards Oswego. We never got anything like this. So see, it's always stacked against Oswego, and now you can see that for yourself. It's only heavy when it's north of Oswego or south of Oswego, but you could never get it right over Oswego anymore. It used to be like that, but now that's a thing of the past. All right, there we go. Zipped up my jacket. I got my gloves. I'm leaving now. I'm gonna go outside. All right. Yeah, and I said Oswego was just gonna get 1 to 2 inches, and sure enough, I'm gonna be right. Well, areas to the east and probably to the south, it does end up going south. Some of the models were saying it was going to go south of Oswego. I think like later in the day, some of them were saying there was going to be a wind shift towards the north, and that it was going to drop south of Oswego. Some of the models were saying, like the HRRR and the NAM 3KM were all saying it was going to be right over Oswego. Well, that's not to be. Looking out right now, it's just some light snow, light flurries. The elevator just came. Sorry. Thank you. I didn't plan. Sorry. I can't go too far outside because I'll lose Wi-Fi, and that's why I lost connection, because I got connected to data and not Wi-Fi when I was in the elevator. My mom made it so that I don't have any data after midnight. Yeah, because my family's very narcissistic and controlling. I'm walking outside right now. Oh, looks like we have about an inch, a little bit above an inch of snow. We have some light snow coming down right now. It is snowing. Don't get me wrong, it is snowing outside right now. But the heaviest snow is lifting north. I think the snow is going to slowly end over the next few hours as the band confluence goes further and further north. So yeah, unfortunately, Oswego didn't really get that much snow today as I expected. Even though the band was set up right over Oswego for the last few hours, we were just getting light snow and grapple for most of that time. And then we got some moderate snow south of Oswego, and now the confluence set up back to the north. So, yeah. You can actually see the snow coming down. So, yeah. This isn't really the type of snow you can make snowballs with. And if you look to the northeast, you could still see the towers. This is light snow. Oh, crap. I lost the data. Lost the Wi-Fi. Hold on. Son of a... Feels like it's raining right now. All right. I don't see the Wi-Fi logo, so I think my data has shut off. Finally, I'm on Wi-Fi again. Come on! Come on! Every time the Wi-Fi goes out, I keep on... 3 bars. Do not go away. Stay. All right, because I have 3 bars right now of Wi-Fi. I have full bars, right? Now it's 2 bars. Then suddenly it goes away. It doesn't even go to 1 bar. It goes 2 bars, 0 bars. 2 bars and 2 0 bars. It goes from 2 strength to 0. All right. So finally I have a Wi-Fi connection. If you could hear that roar, that's actually Lake Ontario. That's waves coming off the lake. Yeah, it looks like the clouds are broken up a little bit. So right now here in Oswego, we're getting light snow. I'm going to check the radar once again, see what's coming our way. And the fucking Wi-Fi went out again. My mom doesn't do this to my siblings, but they do it to me. And again, it went out. All right, I have 2 bars once again. I'm going to check the radar very quickly. All right, the snow's not going to last much longer. Come on, come on. Come on, start already. Come on! Come on. Come on. Don't go out on me. 8607. Come on. Come on. Come on already. Load. Go. Fucking finally. Jeez. All right, because I was outside, like, I had Wi-Fi and then it would go out. I would have Wi-Fi, then it would go out. I would have the bars, then it would go out. Unbelievable. Took me like 5 minutes just to set up the damn connection. Like, I was literally standing right here in front of the door. I still have 3 bars, right? So I just looked at the radar. I'm sorry, but Oswego's not going to get more snow. Most of the snow band is lifting north. This is basically the end for Oswego for tonight. This is all we're going to get. Well, the surrounding area's got like almost half a foot of snow. All Oswego got is basically about an inch of snow. Let me check. I'm going to check how much we got here. Son of a bitch. All right. I literally just tapped two steps and my connection went out. I literally stepped right over there and my connection went out. I just had 3 bars and went down 2 and now it's 0 again. What the fuck? And now it's back. Now I have full bars. I went from full bars to 2 bars, down to 0. Keeps on doing that to me. All right, quickly, I gotta move there quickly before my Wi-Fi once it runs out. All right, hold on. Right here, I'm gonna check how much snow is on the ground here before my Wi-Fi goes out. Let me check. I think some of that is actually drifting. I don't think that's actual accumulation on the steps. Yeah, it looks like about an inch. And the Wi-Fi's back. I checked, it's about an inch. That's all we got. About an inch of snow. Yeah, just about an inch. And we're just getting some light snow now. I'm going to check the radar again, but yeah, we didn't get that much today in Oswego. Yeah, Fulton, oh, they got buried. They got a lot compared to Oswego. I mean, they didn't get a foot, but they got like 4 or 5 inches just from today alone. The other day, I went to Fulton on Monday. We had a lake effect snow event on Sunday into Monday, and it did the same thing. It bypassed Oswego. Oswego got clipped by it Sunday night into Monday morning. We had a lake effect event that went south of Oswego, refused to go over Oswego. It was only going through Oswego when it was lifting north of Oswego. Only was passing through. We got a dusting, I believe, Monday morning. Or actually, no. We got a dusting Sunday night as it was lifting north. Like when the orientation was like this, it was lifting through like that. It was going this way, but it was like that. It was lifting northeastward. Oswego got like a dusting. Fulton, on the other hand, got like several inches of snow. In fact, I'm actually going to check how much Fulton got compared to Oswego. I think Fulton already has 10 inches on the ground, or at least 7 or 8 inches. I think Fulton has about 10 times as much snow as Oswego. So far for the season, not including today, Oswego has 7/10 of an inch of snow, which is the least snowiest winter on record for Oswego. Fulton got quite a bit of snow, actually, compared to Oswego, like a lot more. And not because of the lake, not because, the lake is melting the snow. No, because the band is either south of Oswego. Let's say my face is Oswego. It's either going like this or up here, missing Oswego. And when it was coming through Oswego, it was these broken up convective grapple areas when it was actually coming through. And now that it's going north, it's becoming this confluent, this conjoined heavy band of snow. It's like Oswego is just constantly missing lake effect. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Look at this. You can actually see the grapple coming down right now. So yeah, Oswego constantly gets missed. There's this website that I now used for snowfall. It basically, so you can see right now we're getting snow and grapple right now. Getting light snow and grapple. The snow is lifting north of Oswego now. So it's going to end shortly. Again, god damn. Can't even step 1 foot out of the damn building without me running out of data. Oh, and now 3 bars again. Believable. And I'm going to check the radar, but yeah, the snow is lifting north of Oswego. We're not, as I said, only 1 to 2 inches tonight. And I think the official snow measurement for Oswego is off campus. I have to find out where Oswego gets its official measurements. It could be on campus because the measurement started in 1925. It could be when the school was founded. It could be from, because of the school. So, because Oswego was founded obviously before 1925, but because we have a meteorology department, I think a lot of the measurements occur on campus. All right, so far this winter, as of December 1st, Oswego has less than an inch of snow before today. Fulton had several inches of snow when I visited Fulton. When I visited Fulton Monday, there was several inches of snow on the ground. I wasn't surprised. There was this training band of lake effect that was going through Fulton for several hours Sunday night, Monday morning. And also today, there was a training band of snow going through Fulton today as well, during the day. and the roads were completely snow covered going through Fulton. We had to be really careful. Even on the highway, the roads were snow covered. Let me check the radar again. It's showing that we're in the middle of a snow band. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye. Hey, open the door. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh shit. Thank you.